Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome to my channel. If you want to see me play with some new products, including the brand new Morphe 35R palette, just keep watching. So I'm excited today because I have a couple new products to try out. The first, for foundation, I'm going to use the Dermacol Makeup Cover Foundation. If you saw Jeffree Star's video last week, he did a whole review on this. He bought it on Amazon. It is $15 on Amazon, and it is a really full coverage foundation. I love full coverage foundation, so I jumped right on that and decided I wanted to try it out. I sort of just guessed a little in the shade. I got the shade 210. Now I did try this out when it showed up the other day, and I don't know if it was my skin or just the foundation, but it was really dry, so I am going to play with it a little bit today. Okay, the first thing to know about this foundation is that a little bit goes a really long way. I was playing around with it the other day and I put what I thought was a small amount on the back of my hand to take my brush and spread around my face, and I didn't even use, like, I don't even think a tenth of what I ended up putting on my hand because it just wasn't necessary. So I'm actually just going to put this on my finger. I'm literally going to take that much. It's crazy. I don't understand. And because it was a little drying when I tried it out the other day, I'm going to take my Tarte Marijuana oil and put a little of that on there. I'm just going to take one little drop. There we go. Because I think that will help it be a little easier to play with. Okay, and I'm just going to... I don't know if you can see, it's already so covered. And I tried it with a brush the other day, but I thought that was a little drying as well. So I'm actually going to go in with my damp beauty blender this time. I mean, you saw the tiny little amount that I put on my finger, and look at this. I mean, I feel like that foundation could probably last 10 years. I don't even know. Okay, so right off the bat, this was so much better to apply it with the beauty blender. It looks a million times better, and I really love the finish of this foundation. As you can see, it is really full coverage. And I know we don't really need it, but I am going to go in with a little Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Really just for brightening purposes. I'm just going to put a little of that on my eyes. I'm so addicted to this Tarte Shape Tape that I can't even go without using it. I feel naked if I don't use it. To set under my eyes, I'm going to use my MAC Emphasize powder. Okay, I went ahead and filled in my eyebrows with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Dark Brown. For eyes, I am so excited because I have the Morphe 35R palette. It still has its plastic on it. Here it is. Oh, these palettes are just so beautiful. So this just came in yesterday. I haven't even swatched it or played with it or anything, but I was definitely inspired by some of these kind of like mauve-y taupey tones. So that is the look that I'm going to do today. First, I'm going to go into my Rimmel London Magnifies little Glamour Grunge palette and take this little pink shade and use that as my base color. Next, I'm going to go into this kind of light brownish pinky shade. Next, I'm going to go into this top shade, which is just a little bit darker. And I'm working this color into my crease, but I'm also bringing it from the outside of my eye to the kind of center of my eye, because this is going to be sort of the base color for my eyelid. Okay, next I'm going to go into this shade, which is sort of the mauve pink, dusty rose kind of color. It's one of my all-time favorite shades. So now I'm going to go back into the first shade and just lay that down on the inside third of my eyelid. And then because I just can't help myself, I'm going to go into this dark purpley pink shade and just put that on the outer corners of my eyes. I think I'm a sucker for this palette already. Can't help it. For underneath my eyes, first I'm going to work in the light shade up there. And then I'm going to take the dark shade on the flat definer brush and put that closer to my waterline. And then I'm just going to go back in with the little brush and into this shade and just blend that out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to throw on some eyeliner and some eyelashes and I'll be right back. For eyeliner, I use the Kat Von D Trooper Tattoo Eyeliner, and then my lashes are the House of Lashes Boudoir Mini Lashes. I just placed a order from House of Lashes. I've never used them before, but I got 4 different pairs. These are the first ones that I'm trying out and they're pretty awesome. I got them because they said mini and I didn't want a whole pile of really dramatic lashes. I wanted just really a variety of lashes, but these are quite va-ba-boom. For my lower waterline, I'm going to use the MAC Eye Kohl in the shade Prunella, which is a really pretty purpley plummy color. I decided I didn't really want to do black. I wanted to do something that had a little color in it, and that would be complementary to this eyeshadow look. And then I'm going to take my MAC Gigablack Extended Play Mascara for my lower lashes. For bronzer, I'm going to take my Morphe R2 and my Benefit Hoola bronzer. For blush, I'm going to take the Milani Powder Blush in the shade Tea Rose. For highlighter, I'm going to go back into the 35R palette and I'm going to use that shimmer shade, which is like a pearly metallic color. For my lips, first I'm going to use my MAC Soar Lipliner. And then I'm going to go in with the Lipland liquid lipstick in the shade No Filter. And then I'm just going to finish the whole thing off with some Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Okay, and here's the finished look. One of the things I love most about this 35R palette already is just how versatile it is. With the mattes, you have browns and purples and pinks and shimmers. You have a couple different color shimmers in there, and then you have a bunch of different metallics. So you could easily make hundreds of different looks just with this palette alone. And I think that makes it really, really awesome and a great staple palette to have if you're looking for something, if you're looking for one palette that you can just take with you everywhere and create a whole bunch of different looks without bringing a whole bunch of different palettes. I think that this is definitely a winner. As for the foundation, for $15, I don't know how you could go wrong. I really like it a lot better using the Marjuka oil and the damp beauty blender than I did the other day when I first tested it out with just a brush. I think it looks a lot more hydrated and more natural on my skin tone. That's just me. When I put it on the other day, it definitely looked like a really thick paste and it wasn't very flattering, but using it this way, it looks much better. So yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.